Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, have they lost out again? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Thank you for your company today. If you're wondering what this beautiful scene is behind me here, this is the St. Ermin's Hotel in the heart of Westminster. Lots of history here, let me tell you. Wonderful hotel inside. And a little bit of an inside info. In the bar, they used to have a bell, right? Because there's an underground passage in this hotel that leads directly back to Parliament. So all those MPs could sneakily come out for a drink, and then if they were recalled, because of course the eyes and the nose, all that sort of stuff, you know, basically the votes were counted, they'd have to skip back. Now they couldn't have the public seeing that they'd been away drinking, could they, in those days? Oh no, that wouldn't do. So there's a very special underground path that they can take, and then they can pop back out up into Parliament. And as I say, there's a bell, a secret bell, which they used to press in Parliament. It rang here, all the glasses were down and zipping back. A little bit like Harry and Meghan, they've zipped back basically to backing down, but why? Well, you will recall, of course, that Harry and Meghan recently lost out on that very big sort of Ofcom ruling against the breakfast TV host. In fact, it didn't really go in her favour at all. I would say that that's possibly made the ex-royal couple even more unpopular here, simply because while the presenter's not the most liked person, he does have a huge following, and also the TV show kind of liked the fact that he was sort of, as we call it here, Marmite. You either liked him or you didn't, but he did create debate, and he certainly helped that particular channel do well in advertising and in ratings. So once again, that call that Meghan made to the CEO of ITV truly and openly backfired. But what about Prince Harry's battle with the BBC? You will remember, of course, that Prince Harry decided to take on the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, over the claims that he apparently didn't ask Our Gracious Majesty the Queen for the use of her nickname, Lilibet, while naming his daughter Lilibet Diana, or Lily Diana. And there was a great big furore in the press, and he was going to sue the BBC, all that sort of stuff. Now, what we can tell you always first here on the channel, and remember you hear it here first, is that basically he's had to back down. There's no apology from the BBC. There's certainly no legal case. And of course, you know, Prince Harry, as we've told you before, is very hot-headed. And I can understand why he wanted to squash that particular rumour, but it did really come out as something of a damp squib. Now, what you have to remember in a particular case like that is, it doesn't always work out like that, but the BBC must have had some concrete proof for them to stick it and basically say, no, we're not backing down. Now, for Prince Harry, perhaps he didn't know that, or his team didn't know that. But both sides have now decided to slightly kiss and make up. I'm not sure how much they've made up, but as we recently saw Prince Harry back on a documentary for his grandfather, Prince Philip, perhaps things have got a little bit better. And maybe the ex-royals might start to learn that basically by sending in the lawyers at every opportunity isn't the best way. As he must have learned from his time in the British royal family, sometimes it's better to simply say absolutely nothing. Neil Sean in the heart of London.